So we're talking from one extreme to another, Ben. A year ago it was that. Now we've got the extreme heat over Kentuckiana.
Yeah, no kidding. Something you don't see very often, something you don't want to see very often. A heat index in the upper 90s, still feeling like nearly 100 after 11 p.m. Actual temperature in the upper 80s. So you take that temperature, you calculate it with that dew point that measure water content in the air, and it feels just a lot hotter. And of course, in the urban areas in the city, all that concrete, the pavement, the asphalt absorbs that heat during the day, and it just doesn't release it very quickly. So we are going to stay hot all night long. In fact, low temperatures will likely be in the lower 80s, near record warm low temperatures. And actually, it looks like we set a record warm low temperature today. So 88 in Louisville and a little bit cooler in surrounding areas in the lower 80s. Heat index, though, still 90 in Hardinsburg and Brandenburg, Scottsburg feeling like 94 degrees, and Shepherdsville checking in at 93. So we're not setting record high temperatures in the afternoon, but nighttime it's staying super warm. In fact, record warm at nighttime. Lowest temperature all day today, 80 degrees. The old record warm low temperature for today's date, 79 back in 1940. Tonight's low forecast 80. The record warm low temperature 81 back in 1930. So 96 the official high today, 7 above the normal high of 89, 104 the record back in 1930. So we had 96 on the East Coast, 97 in Northern California and the West Coast, and 100s in the middle. So it is hot over most of the continental United States. And we have another heat advisory in effect for tomorrow through 10 p.m. Just a little while longer, a flash flood warning in eastern Henry County, where we did have a pretty big thunderstorm there for a couple of hours earlier this evening. That has now since faded away, but you can see a big area here of those heat advisories and excessive heat warnings over the eastern 2/3 of the United States. Back to the heat index. This is noon tomorrow, so lunchtime already feeling like the 100s, and we'll get up to around 105, 110. So I think these numbers are actually a little conservative. I think it's going to be feeling even hotter than that tomorrow afternoon with a lot of sunshine. So the storm we had earlier near Newcastle, Henry County, faded away. Still some thunderstorms up towards Cincinnati. Can't rule out an isolated thunderstorm, especially along and north of 64 overnight, but mostly dry. Low temperatures in the upper 70s, lower 80s, 95 to 100 for tomorrow, and a lot of sunshine. Take care out there again. Try to keep cool. The heat wave continues into our Saturday afternoon, but by Saturday evening, a pretty good chance of some scattered showers and thunderstorms, and then some relief Sunday to Monday. So very muggy tonight, low temperature at 80 degrees, and tomorrow high of 98 with that much higher heat index. We'll drop it to 92 Sunday, so getting better. There's that relief for our last day of July into August. Early next week, Monday and Tuesday, lower humidity in upper 80s. And we've got sports coming up next.